Welcome to the Empowered Soccer Society, where we believe in working smarter, not harder, so you have more time and energy for the things that truly matter. Each week, we share a powerful strategy with a new guest expert to help you achieve more with less effort. If you want to get these weekly tips, subscribe to the channel, follow the podcast, and be sure to sign up for our weekly email newsletter. Everything is linked below. Let's get into this week's tip.
Hi, everyone. My name is Jaree Williams, and I'm so excited to be here with you today. As the founder of Navigating Postpartum Wellness, I help moms just like you reduce burnout, prioritize wellness while juggling motherhood. Okay. I know firsthand how overwhelming mom life can get. I have a 1 and a 3-year-old. Okay. But I found that small, consistent habits make a big difference. Today, I'm sharing a slacker hack that's changed my life and some of my clients. And today is going to help transform yours too. So let's get into it. All right. So I call this hack the 10-minute reset. Simple mom habits to reduce burnout and reclaim your day. It's called the 10-minute reset. It's super simple habit where you carve out 10 intentional minutes for yourself. No interruptions, no guilt. This could mean deep breathing, journaling, stretching, or even just enjoying coffee in peace. I chose this hack because it's easy to implement and it works wonders. Even on the busiest days, it's something that you can actually do. Okay. When you're burned out, the idea of self-care can feel impossible, but this hack right here, it makes it manageable and realistic. I absolutely love this hack because it helps me stay calm, present, even when life feels like it's full of chaos. Okay. Because as moms, we often put ourselves last, and this can lead to burnout, resentment, and fatigue. But taking just those 10 minutes a day to reset my mind and body has helped me feel recharged and less reactive. Now, there's still moments of your day where you're like, what is going on? But because you're going to have these tools, it's going to help you do that reset and get back centered. It's also a powerful way to just start building a self-care habit, even if it's just 10 minutes. It's a steps towards something bigger. It's going to help you stay calm and present, allow you to reclaim your time without the mom guilt. Okay, bye-bye, mom guilt. And it's going to help you build momentum for bigger self-care wins because you always want to start where you're at. You don't want to just jump in and make a goal of like, oh, I'm going to do an hour. Like just build onto it so that you can create that habit to make it realistic. Now you're going to be like, how do I do this? So let me tell you. Here's the tips for success for this hack. Schedule it. Pick the same time every day, right? Think of this as your non-negotiable appointment with yourself. Choose a time that feels realistic and sustainable. Maybe it's the first thing in the morning before everyone wakes up. And if you're like, I'm not a morning person, or I like to just be in the bed, okay? Think about it if you can do it during the nap time when the house finally feels still or right before you go to sleep, add that extra 10 minutes before you go to bed. Because think of this. Think of yourself with a warm cup of tea or just sitting in your favorite spot in the house in peace and quiet, just hearing yourself breathe, reminding yourself that you deserve this time. Because when it's scheduled at the same time every day, and I know life happens, so even me, I'm always a routine gal where I don't have always a specific time, but I always try to keep it in my routine so it's at the same time, if that makes sense. If you're like, huh? It's about the routine. It doesn't always, you want it to flow because it becomes less about finding the time and more about honoring a routine that puts you first, even just for a few minutes. Okay. The next one, set boundaries. I know how hard it can be to claim time for yourself, especially when someone is always asking for something, snacks, help, attention, mommy, mommy, mommy. But this is where boundaries could become your best friend. Let your partner, your kids, even family know that these 10 minutes are sacred. Like sitting down for a few minutes to just breathe and be present. You could say, Mommy's taking her reset right now, or mommy needs a few minutes, but I'll be there. Imagine showing your kids what it looks like to take care of yourself. It's a lesson that I carry for life. Like I even will tell my little ones, like, hey, mommy needs a moment. Or if I'm like, okay, I want to take a moment for myself. And sometimes it looks like me doing yoga. And my kids are like, wow, like I see mommy taking that moment for herself. And then they'll try to join in. So it even makes you feel better, but it also helps your kids as well. You want to be that example. The third one is to start small. If 10 minutes feel overwhelming right now, start with 5 minutes. This is not about perfection, okay? It's about progress. Maybe you'll spend 5 minutes stretching out with some yoga poses while focusing on your breath. Even gratitude, right? Even that small shift can create a ripple effect, leaving you feeling lighter and calmer. As you notice the difference, you'll want to build on. Maybe you'll get to the full 10 minutes and then you never know, you'll get to 60 minutes, right? Because it will feel like something you carved out rather than another task on your list. It's like, I'm taking care of myself during this time. And once you start realizing, like, wow, this is actionable for me, you are going to extend that time and make it happen. My favorite one is to use reminders. So y'all know how easy it is to forget things when your mind is just juggling 50 different priorities, whether it's home, family, kids, work. It can become a lot. But set an alarm on your phone or stick a note on the fridge that says, take your reset. I know I like the alarm on my phone because it will remind you, just like the alarm is like, meow, 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 it's going to remind you. Maybe it's going to be somewhere you walk past often, like maybe you're in like walking past a mirror, put a sticky note there, or even on your screen or your reminders in your phone. That is a great one because it'll pop up at that time. But you want to put it somewhere you can't miss it. This isn't about guilt or obligation. You don't want to make it feel like you're obligated to do this. You want to be happy to do that, pour into yourself, because when you gently nudge yourself to prioritize you, it will feel natural and you'll be able to remind yourself of who you are outside of the hats that you wear. Consistency is key. Here's the truth. Forming a habit takes time, and that's okay. If you miss a day, don't let it derail you, okay? Just say, okay, I didn't get it that day, but I'm going to get it tomorrow, or I'm going to find those 5 minutes, okay? Because, like I said, this isn't about being perfect. It's about showing up for yourself whenever you can. The more consistent you are, the more it would feel like a second nature. Just like brushing your teeth or checking on your kids before bed. With time, these 10 minutes will become a part of your day you genuinely look forward to because you see how it helps you show up as the mom, partner, and woman you want to be. And it's going to look for different seasons. So if you are in postpartum, you may have those 10 minutes. Maybe you have toddlers, you put 15 minutes, and maybe you have kids who are in school. You're creating a ripple effect that touches everything else in your life. When you start giving yourself this gift of intentional rest, even for a few minutes, you're telling yourself that you matter too. And trust me, your family will feel the difference, even in the small ways. And now, oh, I almost showed y'all my gift. Hold on, I'm almost there. I got too excited. All right, so now I know there are some common roadblocks that might pop up. Believe me, I've been there too. Let's talk about each one because you might be like, I'm too busy, right? Or I'm feeling guilty or I'm distracted. Let's talk about I'm too busy. I get it. Your to-do list feels never ending. Finding those 10 minutes can seem impossible, right? But here's the thing. You don't have to make extra time. You don't have to add it as a task on your list. You're going to implement this a part of your day-to-day routine you already have. It can also be when you're eating a meal, actually enjoy the meal, like being present for it. How does it taste, right? Maybe it's while you're just having a downtime moment. You have those 10 minutes right there. This isn't about squeezing in one more thing. It's about making it work for you. It's about making those small moments count. The second one is you may be like, I'm feeling guilty. But guilt is common, and I know it can feel heavy, but here's the truth you need to hear. You cannot pour from an empty cup. I know it's so cliche, right? But think of the times you felt so drained that even small requests from your kids or partner felt overwhelming. Taking care of yourself is not selfish. It's how you refill your cup so you can give the best version of yourself to your family. Common roadblocks. Actions are part of life and they're not going to go away, especially when you're a mom. Your kids need things, the laundry is calling, the phone keeps pinging. But here is the trick. Treat this as an appointment with yourself. Set a timer, even if it's just for 5 or 10 minutes. When that timer starts, imagine it as a little bubble of time that's all yours, no interruptions allowed. You taking time for yourself is a priority because over time, this will become second nature, right? You'll start to notice how much you are feeling better. And those 10 minutes would feel less like a chore and more like a necessity. But it's normal for roadblocks to come up, but don't let them stop you. Burnout doesn't have to be your reality. You don't have to live in a constant state of overwhelm or feel like you're barely holding it all together. Even small things like just taking 10 minutes for yourself can create that ripple effect in your life. It may not feel like much at first, but those little moments of care and attention for yourself is planting seeds that add up in ways you can't imagine. 10 minutes, the key is to start where you are, even with what you have. Don't worry about having the perfect setup or the ideal routine. And as you take these small steps, trust the process. You won't see the shift overnight, but little by little, you'll start to notice a calmer mind, a lighter heart, more patience, and a deeper connection with yourself. You've got this. You're already doing so much for everyone else. So take that time, take that little bit of time and give it back to you. And believe me when I say you're worth it. Now, here it is, my gift to you. Before we wrap up, I have something special I want to share. It's my gift to you. It's a quick read book called For the Love of You, A Mom's Guide to Beating Burnout. Inside, you will find practical, actionable tips that you can start using right now, like the 10-minute reset and other simple strategies designed to help you feel more balanced, more in control, and more you. This isn't just about adding more to your plate. It's about shifting how you approach your day so you can stop surviving and start thriving in ways that feel doable, even with your busy schedule. It's also a quick read. I made it short, y'all. It's like less than 20 pages. So if you've been feeling stuck, overwhelmed, or just plain tired of running on empty, download For the Love of You now. Let it be your first step towards a life where you can feel more balanced, more energized, and more present for the things and people that matter most. And if you're like, where can I find you? If you enjoyed this workshop, I'd love to connect with you further. You can find more tips and resources on my website. Check out my podcast, Navigating Postpartum Wellness, or join me on my Substack. And if you're ready to dive deeper into creating sustainable self-care routines, remember, check out For the Love of You, A Mom's Guide to Beating Burnout. Let's make wellness a priority. All right? So I hope you enjoyed this workshop. Until next time.
We hope you enjoyed this Slacker hack of the week. Remember, smart work beats busy work. Until next time, stay empowered, stay slacking. If you want to do a good deed of the day and help us grow the channel and bring you even more amazing content, leave us a comment, subscribe, leave us a review, do all the things. We'll see you guys next time.